everyone, so today I'm going to do my first Halloween tutorial, which I am just so excited about. I have been looking forward to Halloween for so long, and as you guys might know, I do really elaborate costume looks around this time of the year for your own Halloween inspirations. So this is going to be the first one that I'm doing, and it's a Greek goddess look. Now I know there's lots of different Greek gods and goddesses. I guess this is more like a generic costume that you can use for different gods or goddesses. If you enjoy this video, I would really appreciate if you guys gave me a like or a thumbs up on this video and left me a comment. Let me know what you think. And without further ado, let's jump right into the tutorial. So for the foundation, I wanted a really beautiful shimmering finish. So I added some of the shimmering foundation from Kryolan with my regular foundation and just blended those two together. I'm applying this with a Sigma Kabuki brush, which is one of my favorite foundation brushes. And I just applied that all over my face. For the eyes, I wanted a golden eyeshadow base, so I'm actually using a gel liner, but you can use anything else that you have. And this is just going to help the color, the gold, to show up very vibrantly because I have fair skin and sometimes it doesn't show up quite so vibrantly. So I used this with a brush and just applied it on the top and the lower lid. Next, I'm going to use this very sparkly, shimmery pigment from Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics, and this is just a beautiful golden color, and as you can see there's quite a lot of flyaways, but that's fine if you've got some fallout because I'm going to be applying that on the lower lashes as well and blend that out, so it doesn't matter if you have some spillage here. As you can see, I'm now applying it on the lower part, and it just has this beautiful golden shimmer. I want the eyes to be really gold, glitzy, shimmery. For the highlight, I used another pigment by Illamasqua, and this is such a pretty color because it has reflects in all different colors, and as you can see it's really shimmery, almost like sparkly, and I applied that just underneath my eyebrows just for the highlight, and then also blended that out a bit on the outer eye and almost like onto the temple region. I applied some gold cosmetic glitter using this one by Cinema Secrets. Make sure you do use cosmetic glitter around your eyes. And I used the LitCosmetics glitter base, which is like a clear liquid, but it actually works as a glue, so I applied it first with a brush and then just patted the golden cosmetic glitter on top. And as you can see, this is really sparkly and bright, and this just helps the glitter to adhere a lot longer, and it just helps it to stick on your eyes. On the bottom, I wanted a bit more pigmentation, a bit of that golden color, that yellow gold. So I'm using a pigment by MAC and just blended that on the lower area. And I'm taking this color down quite far, you know, because I want the eyes to be quite dramatic. So just blending that out. And this is the MAC 217 brush that I'm using for a lot of this work that I'm doing. On the lower lashes, I wanted to use a golden liquid liner because I didn't really want to apply cosmetic glitter that close to my lower lashes, so I'm using this beautiful one by Illamasqua. It's really intense gold. It just looks like glitter or something, but it's not. It's a liquid liner. So I applied that onto my lower lashes. For my face, I wanted this really glowing look, so I'm using this very bottom shimmer strip from that palette I showed you from Sleek, and I applied that just, you know, kind of like right below my eyes and then working out towards the temple region and the very tops of my cheekbones. Next, I used a darker golden shimmering product. This was limited edition, but you could use like a shimmery bronzer or something. And I applied that using a slightly bigger brush and just kind of almost in like contouring like around the hollows of my cheeks, working into my hairline, and actually brought that right up into my forehead. So this is actually going to warm up my entire face and just gives that really gorgeous, like intense golden glow. So the eyebrows, I didn't want to do too intense. I just want them to look kind of natural and not overpowering. So I just used an eyebrow pencil by Catrice to fill them in and just to groom them, and then I used some brow gel just to keep them in place. So on the outer part of my eye, I actually used real gold leaf. You can get this at most craft stores, so it is actually real gold that comes in really thin paper almost. And I used some of the LitCosmetics glitter glue just to apply that, just to make it a little bit sticky. And then I used some tweezers to rip apart the gold leaf. It's very fragile, so I just used the tweezers and then applied bits of those on the side of my face. I kind of worked out from my eye onto the side of my face and then up the sides. So yeah, the gold leaf you can get at a craft store, like I said, it is real gold, so that's kind of cool, and I think it just adds a lot to this look. It's a tedious process, but I think it looks really cool at the end. Then I applied some black gel liner on my eyes because I'm going to be applying false lashes after, and it's a little bit harder to put the gel liner on top of glitter, so I kind of did several coats and then just winged out the line just to get a nice smooth finish. And this is really just to help later with applying the false lashes. And then I of course applied some false lashes. Now these are just regular false lashes. If you have some gold lashes, like that would probably work really well. I didn't have any, so I just used these ones. Just using some Duo lash adhesive, press those down. It's easier if you use tweezers. And then I just used a manicure stick just to press those down and let the glue dry completely. So for the lips, I wanted something very subtle but still gold, and I didn't have like a gold lipstick that I think would work really well. So what I did is I first applied a totally nude lipstick. This one is by MAC, and just applied that on my lips and then just blended that out a little bit with my finger so it doesn't look quite too concealer-ish. And then I actually took some of the pigments that I was using before and applied those to the center of my lips. So I'm using that gold pigment by OCC, and I just used the brush to apply that just on the middle of my lips, so not on the outer side. So you're almost going to get like a gradient or like an ombre effect, and just patted that on. And then I also used some of that pigment again by Illamasqua as a highlight, and I applied that to my Cupid's bow and also to the center of my lips, and I think that just looks really cool. So next I'm going to show you how to make this awesome headpiece, which I think adds so much to the costume, and it's actually really easy and simple to make. So you're going to need some of these supplies from the craft store. I bought these plastic vines and these apples that are on wire, and I also bought some gold metallic spray paint, and basically you're just going to spray paint those, so make sure you got some newspaper or something down. And you want to get one that's like a very metallic gold finish so that they look really, you know, gold. And then I just used some regular craft store glitter. You don't need cosmetic glitter for this, just the regular stuff. And I sprinkled that on top before the paint was dry, because that's going to work like a glue, and it's actually going to make the glitter stick once the paint dries. So just make sure you cover up all the green or whatever if you're using vines, and then sprinkle the glitter on top. So the hair again is really simple. I basically did like a sock bun, but I used a hair donut. So you pull your hair up in a really high ponytail, and you can get these hair donuts at like Claire's Accessories or any kind of accessory places like that. And then you just kind of roll your hair up into that donut, and it looks a little bit messy right now, but it smooths down at the end. So you kind of just take any loose ends and tuck them under, and you can go back and smooth down the hair, and this is really secure. You can use a few bobby pins or hairpins just to secure the donut down onto your head, but this will really last. Like, it's not going to come apart while you're dancing. And then I just sprayed that with some hairspray just to, you know, make sure it's all sleek and everything's staying in place. And then you're going to take those hair pieces that you made and you just kind of stick them through that hair donut, and it's really going to be secure. So since these are on a wire, it's almost like putting chopsticks or something in your hair, and it just goes right through. I just kind of put them in at different places, and since these do have wire in them, they can be bent to whatever shape you want, which is really handy. And if you've got any wires sticking out the end, you can just tuck them underneath the bun just to hide them. So that's it for the look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you're interested in the costume or any of the products that I showed in this video, make sure to go check the down bar below this video because I'll have everything listed there as always. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. I've got lots more Halloween and costume type tutorials coming up, so those will be really, really fun. I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you guys will join me next time, and thanks so much for watching. Bye!